Let me tell you what styling is.
Woo child. Oh man. I know it's been a minute. I know it's been a while. I've been gone. I've been ghost. I abandoned ship, so to speak. It's your man Montsal, aka Sabula, aka Monte Merlot, aka the vibes, insecure recap. The finale. I'm skipping episode 8 and 9 like they've been skipping over this the whole damn episode. Jumping years. Not for real, for real. I mean, I just got a little busy, got a little tied up. Couldn't give it to you like I wanted to give it to you. But and I mean, listen, this has been an emotional, draining series, man. This season, should I say. Cause I mean it's over, man. It's over. I don't know how I look on camera right now. I'm changing things around as you can see. Different setup, trying new things out. But hey, man, the finale of Insecure is here. It is done. It is over. The first time I watched it, it was like 1 a.m. So I'm gonna get straight to it. I watched it like 1 a.m. I was certainly not fully sober. So I'm sure that played a part in how I felt about it. I mean, listen, we gonna have to get a little closure at some point because it's hard, man. It's hard saying goodbye to something. Regardless of how you felt it ended, and regardless of how you felt, things weren't, tied up the right particular way. It's hard to say goodbye to something that it's been a part of your life for so long. It's been 5-6 years. 7 years if you want to count Awkward Black Girl and everything like that. So shout out to Issa, shout out to Insecure, shout out to everybody that has been a part of this. It's been a journey. It's been fun. It's behind me. I don't know what's going on. I cannot see it. But if you haven't watched it, spoiler, I guess. It's a big thing. First time I watched it, I was completely. Let me not say completely. That's a dramatic word. I was pretty let down. I was pretty disappointed for the most part. The first time I watched it, just because you have to tie in so much in the last episode. You have to tie in so many things, so many storylines. Got to just get nicely put a bow on it, and you can't do that. I mean, they gave it an hour instead of 30 minutes that we normally get to. Honestly, if you think about it, they probably should have did an hour for every episode, and that might have brought it a little bit fair closure. But they gave us an hour. A lot of jumping around, jumping through time. So to pick it up for whoever was watching my recap, I mean, episode 8, I don't remember anything anymore. I forget episode 8. Damn, what happened to episode 8? I can't remember. Episode 9, they have the going away, for Tiffany. They going to Colorado and everything, and that was crazy. And then Lauren just dropped everything in Issa's lap. I'm skipping a lot of things, but Lauren just dropped everything in Issa's lap. Like, hey, girl, yo, I mean, I'm here. I'm not happy without you. So, and I thought that was the most toxic shit in the world. I'm like, bro, I love you. I'm Team Lawrence, but this ain't the way to go. You can't just be like. Her man is there, Nathan. I'm sorry, I'm Team Nathan, but it's so confusing. I'm Team Nathan, but I knew. Oh, that's what happened. I'm all over the place, guys. So just bear with me. This is it. Nathan in episode 8. I guess they're going through all the possibilities of what Issa's life could be if she goes to MBW or she stays local and helps out the black folk as she should in Inglewood or wherever they at. And the whole time watching, and I think that's why I stopped, because the whole time watching that, I was like, she gonna break your heart, man. And I just felt him like, don't break my man's heart. Like, he can't handle it. He already, bipolar. He can't handle all this. So, fast forward, Lawrence is, telling everybody, Condola done left. And I think to fast forward even more, to the finale, I think hindsight 2020, Condola seeing Issa there and seeing Lawrence gaze at her again every time they around, he gazing at her. Her saying goodbye was a real goodbye because you didn't see her in this finale. She's gone. And I think that was just like a little bit of a foreshadowing, I guess. I mean, at the time, I was just like, okay, Condola know what it is. Condola don't really want nothing to do with this man for real. Like, she is happy that he's a good father. She's happy that he's around. and they raising everything, but like she really just got what she wanted. Her prize was the baby. That was it. It wasn't until like maybe piece things together. It was like, nah, we could be cordial and raise this baby, but I really don't want nothing. Like I'm cool. I'm good. This is messy. So I don't know why I hate Condola as much as y'all do. Like y'all really give her a lot of shit that I don't think she deserves. Everything. Like this is a two-way street. Lawrence deserves just as much shit if you're gonna do all that, but that's another story. But Condola leaves out. This is episode 9 I'm talking about. Condola leaves out, lets Lawrence, handle his thing, and Lawrence just bum rushes Issa at the end of the night. Molly's high on edibles and with her dude Torian and Nathan. Hey, I love Nathan, man. Nathan was just, hey, what's this about? He felt the vibes a long time. Was like, yo, that's old boy. Like he has not been easy with this ongoing thing. And Issa is not good at shutting shit down. She don't never shut nothing down. There's a lot of open doors. All the doors is open for Issa, and especially Lawrence. Like Lawrence that's her soulmate for real. We all know that. We are all aware of that. So that's why I understand everybody's been team Lawrence and Issa. They wanted to get back together, but I just thought Nathan and Issa would be. I thought it could work, but because I thought they were both a little awkward, but Issa, her heart is where her heart is at. So fast forward the finale, guys. We introduce it, with the opening scene being from that party. Nathan driving Issa to her spot. She's like, man, come on in. He's like, nah, man, like this ain't. Like, please. Like she know the breakup is coming. It's deep in her soul, like almost to the point, like, what are you fighting for right now, Issa? Like, this is not working, and it sucks that she's let off the hook again because she is the one that should be breaking stuff down, and she just letting it go, and she got left the hook because Nathan had enough. Nathan's like, hey, this ain't good for me. Like I felt it for a while, Hey, asked you about, hey, old boy moved back to LA. Why he moved back? This ain't good for me, which is ironic because, later, in the episode, he says, LA feels like home to me now. Everything is good. So it was just a toxic mess. It was like, man, I love you, but this does not work. And Nathan finally put that together. He was like, I just got to take some time. I'm going to take a step back, And I think when you say take a step back, that means, for me, anyway, because I've used those words before, I think that means, maybe down the line we cross each other's paths again, things will work out. But like, I know right now that this is not working. It's detrimental to my psyche. And he let her know, and she didn't even really fight it. She was, hey, come in the house, we can talk about this. Did all that cliche stuff, but she didn't really fight it for real. She knew the vibe. She knew what it was. She looked back. He looked at her like, you not gonna fight. Like everything she has done has proven everything he's been thinking. And he rides off into the sunset, and she goes in the house, and she's all depressed. The next day, Molly comes over with the bottle of effing, mind you. It had the effing vodka, so shout out to 50, I guess. I mean, paying the check. You got the Ciroc on the table, but she brought the effing, so something's going on over there. I love Molly with the short haircut, by the way. I think I've said that probably 20 times, but it really does good for her because later in this episode, I don't know what the fuck they put on her head. But anyway, Molly's with Issa. They talking about things, and she's talking to Mirror Bitch again. And I'm gonna bring Mirror Bitch up again because that is something that everybody's recap is missing. Mirror Bitch is essential. So basically, she's talking to Mirror Bitch like, hey, I just want to fast forward to, if you know the show, you know the show. You know what I'm talking about. I ain't got to explain. She's talking to Mirror Bitch. She's like, hey, I just want things to fast forward until I'm okay. And like, I just want things to fast forward to when things are good again. And of course, we're going to go through a time loop, and that's just the way they set that up. And good job, Issa. We scrolling through, and this whole theme. So like I said, the first time I watched it, I was disappointed because I wanted more. And I think that's really ultimately what it was. Not that it was bad. I just wanted more. I wanted more Nathan. I wanted some Condola. I wanted more. And we didn't get any of that because we couldn't. It's the last episode. So her idea of it is jumping through. So to skip to the second time I watched it, where I'm sober, and I already watched the hour documentary that was fire. And honestly, the documentary, I knew it was gonna make me like the finale a little bit more. Them going through everything, this whole 5 years that this has been going on. I knew that was gonna attach me a little bit more to the finale and make me understand a little bit more how our mind was working. So after I watched the finale again, second time, I enjoyed it more. And I even picked up like the whole theme of the birthday. I didn't really get there right away because I was, not sober the first time. The whole theme of like her jumping around is everybody's birthday. First is Molly's birthday, then it's I don't know. First is Molly's birthday. Then I think it's Tiffany's birthday. Then I think it's Kelly's birthday. Then I think it's Molly's birthday again. It's Issa's birthday. It's Nathan's birthday. All the birthdays. Everything was a birthday. I forget the exact time order, but first we go to Molly. Her mom is there. Torian's family is there, so it's a big deal. He's looking at it with the grin, got the cake, and things are good. Things are really good for Molly. Like, they really have made a full 180 turn for Molly. We hated her last season. Hated. It was undeniable that everybody across the board hated Molly last season. This season, she is working on herself, taking advice, taking control of her life, and it's been fun. It's been fun to see this turnaround, this transition. So I'm really happy to see that, that closure. So much so, they end up getting married. I'm jumping over play, but they end up getting married, and that's like, that's put a bow on everything. But to back it up, go to Molly, birthday, celebrate all that stuff. Kelly is like, man, girl, talking to Issa, you did so great for her. That's, I don't know what that was. Like when Kelly said, just whispered in Issa's ear, hey, you did a great job. Molly looks so happy, so proud of this. Issa has a poker face sometimes. Like, she looks like she's happy, but I don't know. It's kind of like, man, I'm the one, like, that's my girl, and we, it's my ride or die. We're gonna do things for each other all the time. But I think she's kind of like, where's my happiness? I think that's what that face was. And then, so all right, so it went from Molly's birthday, then we fast forward to Issa's birthday. It's a surprise birthday. She goes to the Crenshaw warehouse because I guess she stayed in LA. She stayed local, didn't go at MBW, did her own thing, which I appreciate, I respect it. And she's been saving a lot of money just staying in the same damn spot. She's been doing this landlord shit for a while now. Every time I look at the spot, I'm like, man, you really, like, your world outside of where you live is so much more glamorous, but you making ends meet, and you doing everything because you have a vision, and I appreciate that. But fast forward, surprise birthday party at the warehouse. Koya, who is Issa's assistant, makes a great decision, a beautiful decision. Say, hey, no gifts. Don't bring no gifts. Instead, just donate to the Blow CCC, the block, and donate. And they made like $5,000 of donations. I'm like, that's fire. That's great. That's a great thing to invest into your friend's company. That's a beautiful thing. I say that with no subliminal shot. So they have a party, they having fun, they getting jiggy with it. Issa is on the prowl again, which has got to be soul crushing. I mean, I know a lot of y'all can relate to this. I relate to it too. Like, I don't want to keep doing this new shit. I got the people in my life that I really want. I got to find somebody new. I got to talk to them. Like, I got to introduce, like, so much to fast forward when Issa is introducing her new boo at Kelly's birthday party, to Tiffany and what's his name? Damn, I can't think of Derek. To Tiffany and Derek, like, how you meet, and they saying everything, and then Derek is like, so how you meet? Like, this is a new dude. I don't care, bro. Like, I know Daniel, I know Lawrence, I know Nathan. Like, my bandwidth of people is done. And I feel like some of that was being let go, even if they didn't want to say that. But back to Issa's party. She's looking at people, trying to, being awkward, spilling shit on people's shirts. And then lo and behold, Nathan walks in, and talks to her real quick, like, hey, she's like, I ain't seen you since we broke up. That was a whole year ago. And he's like, yeah, he doesn't really give an explanation at all for real. He just like, I guess, going through it. I mean, he probably has some episodes, he is bipolar. Like, it's not that is real. It didn't go away. And he's telling Issa, like, hey, the boys, we just got a donation for you. Like, I still get the emails, so I just figured I pull up because I still love you, girl. Like, we ain't in on bad terms. Like, we just had to let it go, So, excuse me. And Issa, I think, is relieved a little bit. Just that he's there, like, hey, I'm sorry. She didn't really say that in so many words, but like, hey, it's things happen. And they just kind of give her a goodbye hug. Nothing really happened. It wasn't really a whole lot of closure. Just like, hey, hope everything is good. I'm in LA. I'm still here. It's actually starting to feel like home to me. Like, I'm going through it. I'm adjusting. And, they go in separate ways. And then where do we go after that? I guess that's where we end up going to Kelly's birthday party. Like I said, every jump is a birthday party, which is kind of fire, in the theme of things. Like, I like that kind of storytelling. Like, it was good. It was good. I needed more, but it was good. They go to Kelly. She got Issa got a new dude, and Kelly got her new dude, and it's working so much that she's pregnant by this man. After she said she ain't want no damn kids, she got a kid by this man. Tiffany's going crazy. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck. Like, she's really excited. Like, man, I got a mom. That's my best friend. And now she's about to be a mom, so much so that she's like, yo, Simone could get married to your kid, and it don't even matter if it's a man or a girl. Just like, they gonna get, like, that's their friendship, and it's nice to see it play it out. Like, that's really what Tiffany's been missing, because she's in Colorado. Matter of fact, I think we go to Colorado first. To Tiffany's birthday party, and she's livid and said, like, I fucking hate it here. Like, and it's crazy because I've been to Colorado before. They did a good job, because like they got nice house, nice skies, and it's just quiet. It's nice and peaceful and clean. I'm all over the place. That actual particular birthday, Molly gets a call from her brother. Brother's breaking down. She's like, slow down, what's going on? Her mother died, so that sucks. Her mother died, and they didn't really show anything about it, outside of the wedding, which I'll get to, but her mother died. It sucks, it's hard, but Issa was there, and then so fast forward from that, Kelly, pregnant, mentions all that. Issa's with her new dude, introducing him, and it's just weird. And even through all that, Lauren still calls. I'm all over the place. Lawrence has a birthday too. Like I said, this is all birthdays. This is a lot. And I have no notes today, so this is just, I'm flowing. Enjoy it. Lawrence has a birthday, to bring it back a couple birthdays. His parents is calling him, and then Issa calls him, like, hey, it's your birthday. Can I take you out? Because she want him. She want him. And I think that's the last thing that Molly said to Issa before she called him. He's like, girl, that's what you want. Go for it. I ain't going to get in your way. And so she calls him, hey, trying to take you out. He's like, I actually got plans, because of course I do. It's my birthday. He had a new girlfriend, new boo, but you could tell that he still loved Issa too. Like, it's evident. It's evident. This is what it is. No Condola in sight, by the way. So new girlfriend. I mean, Condola is, I guess clearly she's still the mom to Elijah, but, and who knows? I mean, Sarge said she could be dead for all we know. We have no closure what's going on with Condola. There's nothing there. She left at the party, and that's the last time we saw her. She been wrapped up, and so phone call's done. They hang up awkwardly, of course, and Issa's talking to Mary bitch again, like what if I should pick up because I'm fast forwarding again. Now Lawrence calls Issa. Issa's new bae is in bed waiting for that. Hey, that bound chicken wow, let's go. What's happening? And she's like, all right, just a minute. She's in the bathroom. Lawrence calls her. Mary bitch like, bitch, if you pick up the phone again, stop. Like, it's not gonna ever work. Just stop it. And she misses the call. But she tells Mary, bitch, like, how do you know it's not gonna work? Like, still have something there. Um, so, but she doesn't call. I'm assuming she goes to her new nigga in the bed and do the thing. But you just know when it's like, it's bro, this is a passing fling. It's not gonna happen. Like, he's a handsome man. He's cool. He actually reminded me a lot of Lawrence, which is weird, but and I'm sure they did on purpose. His mannerisms, everything was Lawrence like. So I don't know. She got a type. But fast forward. I think we went through all the birthdays. Fast forward. There's a moment in time where I guess Issa calls Lawrence and they talk, and he's coming from the office, and Issa is big time, and she's going up. She's going up on a Tuesday, and brings her to the new spot. Like, hey, this is my new spot. I gotta move something. I'll show you the tour. Ain't really no tour because they shit in here, but but fast forward, they end up, hey, maybe this is something we should give a shot. Like, I'm ready to see if this works. And they've gone through their people, their things, their past. It's like, hey, we circle back to each other. Let's go. So they're going for the kiss, and that kiss was told you everything. Like, this is what we needed. Fast forward a little bit more. Well, Kelly and Molly end up working together, which is wonderful. Where we at now? All right, I'm on par. Kelly and Molly end up working together. She has like a state division, and Molly, I don't know what was on her head. Like, that, it reminded me of the 80s. I'm like, yo, what happened to the short hair? What happened to that? But she's going through it, man. She missing her mom. She's like, a whole year ago, mom was with me chilling and, celebrating life, and now she's gone. And it's weird that, like, all these other moments I'm gonna have in my life, she's not gonna be there for. But and Issa's her rock, holding things down as usual. And fast forward a little bit more, we get to the wedding. Torian and Molly are getting married. They introduced them coming down. We got Issa and Tiffany, which apparently was pregnant. I got to look to see that because I heard she was pregnant, but I didn't really peep it. We have Issa, Tiffany, Kelly, both of Molly's co-workers as the bridesmaids, which is fire. I loved it. Everybody looked beautiful. Everything was great. We got her brothers there and just looking happy that Molly's happy. Molly looks ecstatic. She has her daddy daughter dance, with her father, and it was just nice. And you have like a little memoriam of her mom pictured, like little area, and it was very, very sweet. And Issa just sitting there, chilling, sitting down while everybody's dancing, having a good time. Lawrence creeps up from behind, because they clearly are together now, and walks up, and she's just looking at him like, man, this is nice. My friend is getting married. I love it, but damn, like that's my real first love, and now she's gonna have a whole new life. And I think that's the whole thing of this episode. That's why I liked it the second time. Was like, things change. We got Tiffany in Colorado with the baby and Derek. We got Kelly about to have her own baby and working beside Molly. And so shit, they may be the new Molly Issa because they gonna see each other more. Molly is now a partner, and she's with Torian, and who knows what that's gonna be or where they're gonna end up. I think they was in Morocco or something like that for their honeymoon. And then you got Issa just trying to figure it out in LA, and she's moving on with her life and her endeavors. And, and there's Nathan. Not Nathan. Shit, Nathan is gone. I'm sorry. Then there's Lawrence. And Lawrence is here. And so it was sad, man. Like, it's just sad to let it go. Things are going to change. Things are going to move on. This is what it is. Every damn series in the world. But it's such a... It meant a lot for us. I know people, I'm not gonna say no names, put no elbows, but some people have called me an insecure hater. Never, ever was the case. I'm critical of everything for sure. There's definitely good and bad and everything and things I hate, but this was a pivotal show. And so they leave the wedding. Right before they leave the wedding, Molly and Issa have their moment. I love you, girl. I love you too. All that stuff. Boo hoo. And they leave, fast forward, I guess. I don't know how much time has passed. Issa's at the Blow CC. It's going to be called that forever. Sorry, girl. It's the block, but it's the Blow CC. And she's at her new Her headquarters, everything looking flawless, looking beautiful, nice emblem on the building. Koya doing her thing, like she's looking like she's making moves. She really has come up a long way from being unemployed, from doing Uber, or doing Lyft, and all this stuff, and all the drama, and working at We Got Y'all. She's going through a lot. And I love this final scene they play. Right before that, they play some Yebba, which I'm becoming a big fan of Yebba now. They play Cleo Soul, Rose in the Dark, and just she's driving through the city. She passes Thug Yoda at the dunes. Like I love this last couple shots, man. Just going through the path. Like it's a great finale scene. I'll give you that. If you whatever you care about the finale, this last couple shots, beautiful. She's rolling through the city, sees the dunes. Thug Yoda is taking a picture of his baby girl, which ain't a baby no more. She kind of big, and that's really the only thing that we got of Thug Yoda. I want to see more Thug Yoda, but it is what it is. I guess she moved. Thug Yoda ain't where she's at, so I understand it. I get it. I'm logical. So. She's Thug Yoda, driving through. Ain't talking to nobody, just rolling through the city. She rolls past that. She rolls past, I think, the spot where they did Broken Pussy at from the beginning of the show. Just like, mad, going down memory lane, literally. She passes We Got Y'all. Sees Frida and people still working there and holding things down. And I didn't know this was Frida right away because she cut her hair. It's all short and shit, but had the freeze frame. I'm like, oh, that's Frida. So shout out to Frida. Shout out to We Got Y'all. I got mine. And, she's rolling down and she gets to her nice little house, up in the hills somewhere. And I'm like, this is nice. And opens the door. It's Lawrence and his big son, Elijah. He's whole ass boy now, big boy. Oh my God, hey Issa, making her cake for her. I'm like, man, this is nice. This is cute. This is nice. I like this. And they get up together, all that. And hey, Sid about to come. They about to get their little date night going on. So this is the reality now. Lawrence and Issa are together finally with Elijah. She's being a good stepmommy, and that is the life in a beautiful house. This is the life for them. I'm sure it's a power couple, really, because not Nathan. Damn it, I really wanted Nathan, man. I like Nathan, man. I just did, but it's Lawrence. Lawrence still is in tech, so I'm sure he's doing well for himself. And Issa is out here killing everything on the scene. People know her. She damn near a celebrity out here. And they together, man. It's a nice ending. It's a nice ending. Right before we go to roll the credits, call her girl Molly, or matter of fact, Molly calls her because it's her birthday. Molly calls her happy birthday. She in Morocco, whatever, having a good time. Apparently getting fucked out there by Torian, and so much they say, yo, I think he broke my pussy. And she's like, oh, it's funny now. You got a broken pussy. This is where Mirror Bitch comes in for me. That I feel like if you watch TV and like just analyze things, you should just pick this up, because she look in the mirror before Molly even calls her. Ain't no Mirror Bitch in sight. She has a phone call. Oh, goodbye, girl. She walking away, and the last shot is of the mirror, empty, nothing in there. Like, damn. I guess that means she's not insecure anymore. I guess that's what they were trying to paint, because they left that scene there, for a minute. They let that camera drop, like there's nobody in the shot. It's just an empty mirror, and I love that closing and that final shot. And that is Insecure, guys. Finale, season 5, episode 10 is done. Is over with. Yeah, it is done and is over with, and it's sad. It's sad. I know Hayes would say things are unfortunate. It's not sad. No, it's sad, man. It's the end of an era. That's really what it is. Insecure has been on, I feel like, a lot of our palettes for quite some time, and it's it's the end of an era. I know Issa's gonna go on to do great things. Apparently, from the documentary that I watched, she's supported out here. People love her. People like how she does business, and she's been succeeding from the beginning. I love the documentary. So if you ever watch the documentary, please watch it. It's an hour long. They talk about the beginning of the show when how it was made, and basically saying it was gonna start it was gonna be like Okra Black Girl to a degree, and just gonna be a workplace comedy, like some not like The Office, but like a workplace comedy. It was gonna that was gonna be the focus, and I forget who it was, but I guess maybe the executive producer, something like that, said like they was talking about Molly and talking about Issa and their different lives, and she's in corporate and she's doing this and on the ground. She's like, that's the show. Like, just following y'all. Like, that's the show. Like, you guys are the show. It's just amazing how much we've gone through, though. From Andrew, and I like that line too. To go back to the finale, right before Molly went to go meet Torian and his family. She's like, girl, I'm so nervous. So I got last family I met, it fucked up. And I'm like, Andrew, you did fuck that up. She took so much accountability. Like, she really did change who she is, man. I appreciate that for sure. But yeah, watch the documentary for sure. Nathan, aka what's his real name? I can't think. Kendrick Sampson. He gives a phenomenal little speech in the beginning of that documentary, which is great to hear. Just saying like, yeah, man, you really showed you really put a spotlight on so much of the black community, period. Big girls getting love and showing them and how they moving, and just all different types of walks of life, all the toxic men and showing vulnerability, and just it's such a different show, man. That's why I think I'm gonna ultimately love it, because it was different. It wasn't the typical NY Undercover, bullshit, Gangsta Ghetto, The Wire, Power. It wasn't none of that. We've seen all that before. We've seen it's great. It's wonderful TV, but this is just like painting us in a regular ass life. Like, I relate to Okra Black Girl so much. Just in the corporate world, like, man, this is really us. This is us, and Issa does a great job with that, and she'll forever have a spot in the history of TV making. I'm gonna give her flowers because she deserves it. Just some things I definitely would have changed around. Of course, I mean, you can nitpick at everything, and shout out to people that nitpick on shit too. I just had a conversation recently with somebody that I'm like, dog, you don't watch the show, and I'm 33 years old. I ain't gonna waste my time even talking to you about a show you don't watch. You want to nitpick stuff like, oh man, this Fat Kelly and I'm like, what? Like, you stop it, man. I'm gonna change the subject every time. Like, it's anyway, guys. That is the wrap up. I mean, this is a good way. This is a good time to start. They doing the wedding right now. I just wanted to play it in the background. Doing things. We'll be back to regular scheduled programming next year, I guess, for real. I mean, you guys are hearing this particular episode on Tuesday. There will be a best of 2021 on the same Tuesday. Today. So please check that out. Maybe I'll do a video. I don't know. We'll see. Definitely will be some audio. And then January 3rd, we'll have our recap of the year, a wrap up. Shout out to the Chemistry Lab. They should be here. Nick Hope, Original People Talking Podcast, will be here. Hayes, of course. And we should have a good old time. We're going to be talking top 5 albums, top 5 everything, and some surprises. I ain't going to tell you everything because it's going to be some fire things in there. But we're going to have a good time, good conversation. And, yeah, I think that's it. It's really sad to let it go, man. Like, I keep saying that because it's true. But shout out to Insecure. If you don't know, from everybody in the world that supports y'all, you had a supporter in this house as well. So shout out to y'all, shout out to Issa, and everybody making big moves on the way. Shout out to Thug Yoda, man. I just got to shout out to Thug Yoda because I like how they get in the documentaries. Like, they normalize a blood. They normalize a blood with a kid. Like, that is you don't see that on TV ever. So it really made a lot of history, man. But until then, guys, I'm your man, Monty Styles, aka Style, aka you know the rest of my AKs. Listen to the show, you know the freaking vibes. Shout out to patreon.com/people talking. There's some new tiers up there. 2022, we coming for you. Blow.